institution in and of herself. It's weird because, like, I've met this person. She has assistants with her all the time. Like, it's just, anyway. So also puts her Vice video from a while in a different perspective. Yeah, that's the other thing. Like, domestic abuse is such a tricky situation to, like, analyze and encounter and observe and be able to identify, because oftentimes, because it's the closest person to you, both physically and emotionally, that they can get you to stop, like, revealing anything. They can stop you from revealing everything. This is a person that you trust. This is a person that you, from what I understand, like, I've been in an abusive relationship, but I've never seen anything obviously to this degree. I've never experienced anything obviously to this degree, right? I've talked about that in the past. But, like, you can literally, you just defend the partner from every instance of victims that I've talked to, from everything I know. These kinds of abusive situations are really hard to interpret from the outside, even if you're super fucking close to these people. You can literally be their friend, okay? You can literally be their friend and not know, because, because they'll just hide it. They don't want to believe it personally. You might be in a fucking abusive relationship without recognizing it right now. You might be in an exploitative relationship without recognizing it currently, because you're like, I love this person. I've been with this person for so long. That feeling of comfort and security that person has given you throughout that relationship is something that you want to desperately cling on to. And some people are fucking demons and they take advantage of that. And there's a cycle of abuse. And it seems like Amouranth 100% was a part of that cycle of abuse with her domestic partner, with her husband. What I understand, things went south when, and I cannot believe this was the most insane part of this to me. I could not comprehend this. Like, I literally had to ask people how the fuck this happened. Apparently she wanted to go to Disneyland. She had not taken a day off, and her husband was not letting her take a day off from streaming. And she said, if you want to go take a vacation to Disneyland, you have to stream 24 hours. And this was that 24-hour stream. Yeah. And this is what, like, finally caused her to break down, it seems like. And there's obviously probably a lot of information that we're not privy to. But it was a forcible labor circumstance, and these text messages and the phone conversations will basically show that to you. Let's get started with this, though. Like I said, trigger warning. Amouranth has revealed that she has a husband. Along with revealing his abuse, he has threatened to kill her dogs, take all their money, and forced her to stream.
You say you were going to kill my dogs?
Leave the house.
Okay, I can leave the... you know what? Actually, I shouldn't leave the house because my dogs are here.
Well, take the dogs and leave. You're asking the question, I'm telling you, and you're answering my fucking, telling you. Literally.
What are you saying? You just told me you were going to kill dogs if I didn't do a 24-hour stream.
Nope, did not say that. Now you're just fucking being a liar.
I'm not
I said I'm going to tell you what I said in terms of the earlier. Are you saying you did not say that?
I tried.
This person is, like, so insane, okay? The text messages, the things that he is, like, so comfortable stating, like, it blows my fucking mind that a human being can just be like, yeah, no, you're gonna fucking do this. You know what I mean? You're gonna do this. And it is in that moment, like, he is so comfortable in abusing and exploiting Amouranth that he doesn't even give a fuck. Like, he's live in front of thousands of people and he's literally fucking behaving like he has very obviously behind closed doors. That shit is crazy.
To tell you what I heard from you. And then you called me a liar.
Then you tell me, what did you say?
I just apparently he's a streamer,
Why?
by the way. Like, which is crazy. He forced her to continue saying she was single and commit to being a hot tub streamer. So there was a point in the relationship when they started going to therapy, from what I understand. And when they went to therapy, she said that things got a little bit better. Now, of course, this is a cycle of abuse. It's a repeat pattern. Once someone is like abusive to you, it's almost like Pandora's box. I believe in redemption. I believe in leading by empathy, even towards criminals, as I've talked about time and time again. But oftentimes when they're in that situation, it's clear that like most people don't want to fucking grow out of it because they're just waiting for the next moment. They're just waiting for the next opportunity to go back to their old fucking ways. And yeah, from what I understand, there were instances where she wanted to legitimately feel like things were good. And you know, there was this whole like there was this a whole, you know, relapse, I guess, after therapy component to it. Things seemingly were getting better, but then he turned around and my mic keeps popping. I don't know what happened. I'm sorry, guys. I don't know how to fix it. Okay, here, I'll lower my fucking noise gate a little bit. I mean, not lower my noise gate, but like I'll lower my voice a little bit more so it doesn't. Anyway, so after that, the hot tub meta popped off, and he was like literally telling her to be in the fucking hot tub nonstop. And once the hot tub meta popped off, you know, that cycle of abuse exploded once again.
The therapist even told him that it's a form of like psychological abuse, and that I'm basically living in a fancy prison. And then he was changed for a bit, and then the hot tub meta arose, and he was like, "Oh, this is an opportunity." And then he turned into an asshole again when I agreed to commit to the grind because it was a good financial opportunity for us. I've been wanting to tell people that, like, let's just stream together. Just tell them that we're fucking married, because it's like our relationship would be better if we just stream them. And it's fighting all the time. But no, Mister, don't say that because it's gonna ruin the business model. It's not time yet. Fuck yourself. I'm done with it. I'm not gonna.
So like, what a lot of people need to understand is, first of all, Amouranth is a very successful sex worker, right? She has a OnlyFans. She does a lot. I respect her. I respect her for fucking grinding nonstop. Didn't even realize that it was also being forced by someone else. But ultimately, sex workers are normal human beings. I know that a lot of people think like, oh, well, they're objectifying themselves, so we can objectify them all the time. This is a concept that we've talked about time and time again on this broadcast, that like, even like, especially sex workers, but even sex workers, if you can't comprehend that, are still human beings when they're not doing sex work, and you're not supposed to be objectifying them. Why am I explaining all this? Because of course these people have wives, these people have husbands, these people have partners. They are normal human beings. They have political opinions. They have real experiences. They're not just like an object of desire. And it's fine to consume that content in the way that it's intended to be consumed, but those boundaries need to remain within the content that you're consuming. The moment that they're not doing that, you're not supposed to fucking behave like an animal, okay? And see, this karı götünü paylaşıyor internette, sen diyorsun ki onlar obje değil. İşte tamam Göksel baba, benim dediğimi anlayabilsen geri zekalı aklınla, yarrağın kalkmışken bir düşünebilsen anlardın ne demeye çalıştığımı. Aynen öyle diyorum, evet. İnsanlar kendilerini bu şekilde göstermelerine rağmen hala normal insanlar, okay? OnlyFans yapmadığı zaman OnlyFans'ci değil. Normal bir insan, Caitlyn. Anlatabiliyor muyum? Hayvan oğlu hayvan. Ayı. Anyway. Probably going to be some fucking Turkish people in here also popping off in identical ways that American people pop off, because misogyny is a universal concept. Okay. So. Like I said, she's a human being. regardless of her profession, sex workers should not be objectified and dehumanized. And it's a genuine issue that they go through. It's one that I did not understand when I was younger either, but you can also change your mind. Okay?
Fuck you anymore. You want me to tell them I'm single? It's about to be true. Piece of shit. The therapist.
So then he threatened to leave her. So when she says, like, I'm going to leave you,
I'm going to leave.
he has control over, he has complete financial control over her life. From what I understand, the two-factor authorization, the two-factor authentication is like controlled by his phone number. He has access to the bank accounts. What do you mean how? He was like a husband and a business manager. How do you guys not understand at this point? At first, I didn't fucking get it. At first, I did not understand it. At first, I could not comprehend it either. So I'm being very charitable to people who don't get it. Because I was like, how is this even physically possible that someone can get to this point? Someone can be abused this much. And that is because we're very privileged and very fortunate people, okay? That's the truth. I am a person with a profound amount of privilege that I have never, I can't even, it's not within my realm of comprehension, okay? But that's what this is. One of the things that abusive partners do is basically put their tentacles in every part of your fucking lives. Okay? If this person has been around before she even blew up, she feels as though he knows the real her. You know what I mean? People, when they become famous, have a fear that, like, no matter who they encounter, they are going to want something from them. They're going to want not just who they are as a real human being, who they are when the cameras are off, but just what they can offer them. Okay? So that's one other reason why people like this sometimes can find themselves trapped in a relationship and, like, routinely try to justify it internally in their minds to say, oh, well, this is the real me and this person loves the real me. And, like, maybe it will get back to the good days, the good old days. And this person very clearly took over every aspect of her life, every facet of her life. Okay? Here are some of the examples.
Leave you with 1 million and I'm going to take the rest because I worked harder than you. It's like, and if you don't agree, then I'm going to burn it all in court. I'm going to put it all in fucking crypto. Blah. Just always threats, always threats. All the fucking accounts are like two-factor under his number and he has all like the login information of things, you know? It's like keeps you there with the fear and the threats. And you fear that he's going to do something to your animals. And then he's nice again. And says everything's going to be okay. I'm going to leave you with 1 million.
Then there are some text messages that she had screenshotted from him, like, calling her a dumb fuck, supposedly throwing money away from her accounts and his threats when she wasn't responding to him. This will probably offer a little bit more clarity for those of you who don't understand it. For those of you who are, like, still having a hard time comprehending it. These text messages, like, when I saw them, I was like, this dude is also, and this is not an excuse for his behavior, but it's very clear that this dude is also mentally incredibly unwell, okay? You don't write shit like this if you are, mentally sound, all right?
Next time when I say plan,
here.
Do it. Dumb fuck, do you understand? Like, what plan are you talking about? It's like, fuck this, I'm calling you. So I disappeared from stream. Take the call. So I'm gonna tell them I can't talk right now. We're getting Wi-Fi. I don't care. You get the call now. Last chance. About to dump your luggage. From my hotel room. But throwing your stupid merch off the balcony. Proceeding to ditch your stuff. You don't need the makeup or the live view. Like the stream epic. Or the clothes. Huh? Deleting social media in 1 minute. Buying options that expire and blasting the cash. About to shut down your bank account too. Lag is terrible. Stream is garbage. It's like,
Lag is terrible. This stream is like. This shit is like, bro. This shit is like an abusive boss, but it's additionally fucked up because you're like, if this was just your boss, it would be illegal. It's criminal if this is just your boss, right? But it's not just her boss, it's her husband and also the person that controls every aspect of her life. Think about that. Like the most deranged, psychotic behavior. Gonna donate 250K to Palomacey in next 2 minutes. 250K gone. I will donate 500K in 3 minutes. If no call in 1 minute, I will absolutely make sure Kieran goes to the meat packing house.
about to delete Twitter in 30 seconds. If you don't call me, your phone's literally off, right? I'm just like, it literally died.
The wording is like a disgruntled parasocial viewer. That's what I thought too. That's the most insane part about it. Like, I've read sequence of words like this on the internet a lot. I encounter shit like this a lot in my, I have like stalkers, parasocial fans, deranged people online that are going through like a manic episode or something like that. And it reads exactly in the same way. It's just like, it's crazy. It's like, and I think Kieran is either her dog or her horse. Yeah, here, this is
You know what you are.
I would lock my door, but he broke that too. So,
Best advice I can give
That was
during
the
my
days
divorce
that
my
he
grandma
fucking
gave.
took the
This
the
too
phone
shall
from
pass.
Me, both phones from me. And so I ran in here to call the cops, and he literally kicked the door in and broke, like, this doesn't even have a hinge anymore. And then he also, another day, right when the SD Peach came, he was like trying to smash my phone against my computer, try to pull
Probs
monster my
bad
computer,
timing,
and then
but
took
I
the
need
fucking
$50,000.
thing. It took like one of the objects in my room. I think it was like one of the chairs or one of the tables, and like hit it against this wall and made this. This was my dog, but this was him. Just like throw stuff. Fucking water
No
bottles
one
and
should
shit,
be
just
putting hands
throws
on you
things,
in
and I'm
other
like,
than a
"You throw it at
loving
me." He's like,
manner.
no, I didn't. I threw it in your direction, but not at you, to the side of you. Didn't hit you. Wasn't trying to hit you. Just
Yeah. The wild part about it, of course, because it's fucking Twitch and because it's Amouranth, an institution, the chat was fucking insane. What I mean by that is that, like, people were literally partially being like, fuck you, bitch, you deserve it. People were partially being like, you're lying, whatever. You had the freaks. And then you had the other freaks that were like, oh, baby, you look so hot right now. I would treat you so well. I would treat you much better than that guy, which blew my fucking mind. And it's just like, I see stuff like that. I'm like, I can't, this is insane. Like, it just, how? Like, people trying to use this as an opportunity to flirt with her. Like, while she's literally going through a fucking mental breakdown. Incels, white knights, and drama frogs. Yeah. You're back from her when you reached out? No, because I don't know who controls her accounts anyway. This clip sums up the husband pretty well, in my opinion.
Make sure that you are disconnected from everybody else. It's like if you suddenly have time for friends, he'll be like, oh, no time for friends here.